tea time. Is it okay for you to talk about this XXL freshman class?
Yes, everything that magazine does was started at the source anyway.
Okay.
It's
All right,
true.
Beef.
It's just nothing but the truth.
All right. Well, the 2024 list is here. And let's discuss some of these people that made it. Scarlett is on the list. Well deserved. You said you even thought it was a little late for her. Like she could have been on last year.
I did.
But Scarlett has definitely had a big year. And what I love is that she be going through stuff, but she addresses it all.
Right.
You know, like putting out a video and people are like, oh, I feel like she shouldn't be so sexy. And then she's like
that she addressed that.
Right.
I thought it was real smart.
She's hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Also, Cash Cobain. The Bronx is really in the building in this XXL cover.
In the building.
Cash Cobain is on the cover, and he's definitely, I think, had an amazing
year.
An amazing year.
But again, someone that, it's not like, the thing about doing something like this, a freshman class, is like you're supposed to be forecasting what's next in magazines.
So it's kind of bubbling. So it's good when you see people, you're like, oh, let me go see who this person is.
Right. But this is kind of like, these artists, all of them already.
Skilla Baby's on the list. Skilla Baby's had an amazing year. But I do feel like he could have been on last year also. But
it's a little late.
But maybe it's morphed into more of a artist who are popping, but they haven't hit the peak yet.
Maybe. Shout out to Londell because this started at the source. Don't get me started. We did this in the 90s. We just didn't brand it and have like the marketing behind it from the labels. So I think that's how. And look, they've done a good job with branding and keeping it alive. Mm-hmm. That's what they've done well. But we did this too.
This issue is always kind of the biggest issue of the year,
It is. It's the only issue of the year.
Mm-hmm. Kim,
I told you what type of a day it was today.
Well, they also, 4 Bats is on the list. Well deserved, right? I feel and Drake got on his song, and that made it really huge for him too. Maya the Don, Rich Amiri. Maya the Don's from Brooklyn. Shout out to her. She was on Lip Service.
She was great.
Her and Cash Cobain came on Lip Service together.
Yes, they did.
That Mexican OT made the list. He's been up here before on Way Up. Lay Banks made the list, straight out of Philly. Bus Man D-Lo, Rich Amiri. All of these people are on.
A lot of good people. They got a lot of good people.
17 years of the freshman class list.
Good for them.
And I heard they're also going to be giving out mics when they rate people's albums.
You're real funny. No. That's next. That's next, right?
No, but shout out to my girl Vanessa Satin too. So I know this is a big deal. And the other big deal is always who didn't make the list but deserved to.
And that's people.
Always the conversation too. I saw some people saying 310 Baby deserved to be on the list. He had a huge song, Soak City, but also got his high school diploma at the same time. He was up here talking about getting his diploma and what he needed to do to be able to graduate. Baby Tate, I feel like Baby Tate is already past the freshman list just because of the projects that she's put out. Baby Tate could get her own cover. Right. At some point soon, I feel like. V's, I sat next to him when I was at 313 Day in Detroit at the game. Definitely people love V's. My goddaughter loves V's. So shout out to all of the people that didn't make this list, but we definitely want to make sure we acknowledge. And sometimes people get asked to do it and decline it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people feel like they deserve their own cover, or they might feel like, I'm past the freshman.
Kendrick declined because remember, we didn't call it freshman, but when we were at the source and I went back, Kendrick declined to do the cover with Tyga and I believe it was Mac Miller.
Oh, he said
he came to the shoot and he was like his label was like,
TDE,
we changed our mind.
Wow. But
we need our own cover. But listen, a couple months he came back with the crown.
There you have it. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. We ended up talking about that the whole time. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but really important for you guys to know about. In the meantime, this is about you. Kim Osorio, Miss Independent is way up.